Maggie, and the clockwork moon polish. Deep inside the tall mahogany grandfather clock, Maggie, the tiny toy sedan, sat on her brass parking spot. Maggie was the official light polisher, and her job was to keep the clock's nightly lantern shining bright for the library. But tonight, something felt quiet and gray, because the main star gear had lost its golden sparkle. It turned with a slow, heavy clunk instead of its usual happy hum, causing the lantern light to flicker like a sleepy candle. Maggie revved her little engine, her wheels spinning in place as she looked up at the dim, dusty gears high above her home. To fix the light, Maggie had to reach the grand pendulum, the swinging heart of the clock where the moonlight polish was kept. She carefully drove her shiny red wheels onto the cog path, a winding trail of brass tracks that climbed toward the top. The gears clicked softly, singing a rhythmic lullaby that sounded like tiny wooden blocks tapping together. She passed the timekeepers, small copper springs that wiggled in place, and carefully navigated around the velvet-soft cogs that held the minutes tight. Every turn she took felt steady and calm, like a gentle rocking chair moving to and fro in the quiet house. The path grew narrower as Maggie climbed toward the tallest pendulum, where the air felt cool and smelled like old, polished wood. She saw the moonlight polish resting on a tiny ledge, glowing with a soft silver shimmer that looked like spilled starlight. It was a long way up, and the shadows were soft and sleepy, curling around the clock walls like warm blankets. As she approached, she made a surprising discovery. The jar wasn't just holding polish, but a collection of tiny, trapped echoes of the day's laughter from the library below, which the clock had been saving to keep the gears happy. When she reached the top, Maggie carefully opened the jar. Instead of a thick paste, a swirl of silver stardust and happy giggles floated out, coating her bumper like morning dew. She drove back down to the star gear, humming a cheerful tune that matched the echoes dancing around her. With a gentle nudge, she rubbed the stardust onto the teeth of the gear. It didn't just glow, it began to chime, a soft, melodic tune, turning the clock into a gentle music box that played the library's favorite bedtime songs. With her work done, Maggie parked back on her brass spot, her red paint shining under the restored golden lantern light. She watched the pendulum swing, no longer just a ticker, but a conductor for the clock's new, sweet symphony. The library was filled with the softest lullaby, a gift for all the books resting on their shelves. Maggie looked at her reflection in the polished gear and realized she didn't just polish the light, she had set the day's happiness free to sing them all to sleep. She gave a little honk, the quietest, softest honk of the night, and decided that being the clock's music maker was much better than just a polisher.